Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Divine Tribe Life. The fishing cart that I started the other day is done. So I want to go over it a little bit and let y'all see what came out of it. I was going to show you step by step, but I really got into it and then I almost went into a panic because for the hitch to work for this cart, it would work on pretty much any vehicle as long as you remove the wheels, but on mine, because it's a Denali and the body kit underneath, I'm going to have to get a 1 foot extension, and I don't have it yet, but I wanted to show you the cart. So here it is. There we go. This is it. Let's get a little back here a little bit. We have the, it comes into this section. It goes all the way down, and as you can see from here, it holds it in the ground. That way it doesn't move. It's not going to go anywhere once you put it into the sand or the dirt or whatever else. So let's move on to, oh, and then real quick, this is for nighttime fishing. This is a light that's really bright. It's awesome. You can get it at Harbor Freight. It has 4 settings on it, and this is really neat. Now, if it's not quite dark enough, but you want to be doing your cutting your fish and everything, then there's another one here. It's made by Ozark. This is for tints, and it's got 2 settings on it too, so it shines directly on the board whenever I'm doing whatever I need to do. Now, of course, there's a holder here that goes in the slot that was already in it. This is a bamboo cutting board, and this, I left it on here when I put the umbrella in, but this is for grappling the fish by the mouth to take out the hooks, because if you have larger fish, you don't have to worry about getting chomped on by their teeth. But on this side is my fillet knife, and of course we have the pliers, and this is kind of cool because you can, it's a towel to wipe your hands and everything off, but you can put it in here or you can put it on your belt. And there's a bottle opener right on the end of it. Now, for other night fishing, of course, you got to have a headlamp. Now, something else real quick is that whenever you're fishing and you're down here or hunting or whatever else, and you're in the south, you want to get one of these. I just lay it up on the board. It's called a Thermacell, and it actually keeps bugs away. It's awesome. Now, I made this to where it comes out and has a hook on the end of it, so that if I wanted to put this down further, it can go in the hook. Or if I have something else I want to hang on it, maybe even the Thermacell or whatever, it can go there. Now, I have an old family favorite. This is a Gott cooler that we've had in the family for years and years, and it just so happens that it fits perfect. Again, when you're working with the fish though, you want to have some gloves, old gloves, and for me, I always carry handy wipes around. Probably one of the best things. In here, this is the smallest ammo box, is plastic, that you can get from Harbor Freight, and what I like about it is this is where I have my shrimp net. It's a 10-foot net, I believe, and works really well. I've used it in the Outer Banks a couple times. Really getting anxious to use it. It just clamps up, and I lay it down on its side. There's another box right below, and that has some odds and ends and tools and fishing line, things like that I need in it. And it goes in this big bag that we have. I'll put it down in a minute. It has a metal frame around it. It's really strong, but it's a canvas bag. Okay. Then, of course, you have another canvas bag. It's a tool bag, actually. And this is what I keep my tools in. I have my knife sharpener, some other things, and the 3 main tackle boxes that I use for different lures and leaders, different things like that. Works out great. Here This is the live angle live bait box. This thing is awesome. See if you can see it in there. And if you can get a hold of one of these, they're great, because as you have the water in it and your bait, you can just lift it up instead of trying to fish them around, trying to catch the fish. Now the neat thing about this is it has a portable air pump with 2 different settings on it. And you can either use battery or you can use it with your car while you're driving. And that'll keep all your bait live and fresh and active and everything else. Great little tool to have. It works awesome. I only have 5 pole holders, and I can always lay stuff down. I have straps that I'm going to use on it for transportation. But one of the holders is for my net. And if you're wondering what this is, it has a rope with a float on it. And this is a flounder gauger, so that when you're out there at night, you can use that. That's what the headlamp is for. And so this is, I didn't take my poles off my vehicle, but this is one of the pole holders. When I made these, I made sure that they have the notches in them so that you can very easily put your spinning rods in there and they won't move around on you. Okay? And of course you can't have the rods in the rod holders whenever the umbrella's up, but when you get to the beach, underneath these chairs in that red bag are 6 of these. And you just put them in the sand for your rod holders, and they just go just like that. Oh, and the rope, instead of having a handle, that's what I did. I like to pull things. I don't want a rigid handle to try to control it with, because the way I set this up was I took the 2 axles. I don't know if I showed you in the last video, but they're metal axles inside of PVC. And they're close enough that you can actually turn it with a decent amount of ease with the rope. And what I did too was, so nobody will steal it off the back of my truck, I'm gonna have it locked. But then you just take off the washer and the pin, and you can remove the wheels and set them inside your car. Put a little drink holder on the side. And if you're wondering why I put all the fish holders on one side, is because this far side is what's going to be hooked to the car. And so that when I have it on the vehicle and the chairs, there's 2 chairs and my rod holders for the beach are on the bottom down here, I don't have to worry about anything falling off or shifting, because all of this stuff that's up here, and including the umbrella, everything's going to be on here and strapped down, right? So another thing too that you always want to have handy, I have my Frog Talk rain gear, just in case it starts pouring. Who knows, you might need a shovel. I got stuck at the beach once already this year. I have the refills for the thermocell, and everything is ready to go. So anyway, that's just a quick going over too for the Deluxe Divine Tribe Life fishing cart. Now you can use this, or of course, you know, close to the ocean like I am, going out on a pier or out on the beach. But this bad boy has at least 6 inches of travel underneath. You don't have to worry about anything shaking loose. You don't have to worry about deep sand. You can use it for hunting. You can use it for damn near anything, as if you want to go out and carry your gear. You don't have to worry about picking it up. It balances, it's very well balanced. And the cart itself, this carrier, again, came from Harbor Freight. They were on sale for $40, which is really cheap. And I was very fortunate in getting one on sale, along with the tires and wheels were on sale too. And so that's pretty much it. It's like I said, it's well balanced. It holds 500 pounds, which I'll never have that on there. I'd like to catch a 100-pound fish. That'd be great. I don't know. Well, I don't have a cooler big enough to put it in. But and I have another cooler that I could put in there. I could actually move stuff around. I got a larger cooler, put my bags in sideways that would make it fit. But this is probably the combo that I'm going to use. So there you have it. I just thought I wanted to share that with you guys. If you want to know anything about the construction of it, get a hold of me in the comments or message me on Facebook Messenger, and I'll give you a rundown of stuff. You know, so what you're looking at, you can buy carts that are 2 wheels with the handles and everything, or even make PVC ones, which are good, but I didn't think that they would hold up. But in the long run, you're looking at $125 for this entire setup. And what they're charging in stores, whether you're at Dick's or any of those other ones, Dick's Sporting Goods, you know, they can get really expensive. They're not built out of the same steel frame. Most of them are aluminum. This one is powder coated. They are not. They're normally aluminum. So you want to kind of be careful of that too as well. If you want something that's going to last and you want to drag it through the woods, or you know what, this is something good for hunting too. If you kill a hog or, you know, a wild boar, or if a deer or something else, man, it's a lot easier to throw it on top of this bad boy than drag it for a mile back to your truck. You know what I mean? So anyway, any questions, let me know. Enjoy. Have a great weekend. Got a busy week coming up at work this week, but I'm gonna see what other projects I can get my head going on. Next time maybe I'll show you the backyard and the projects we have going back there. That fence in the background I have to tear down, and I'll show you why, because in the backyard is quite a mess because of the storm that came through last September. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and catch you next time around.